You're listening to the L.I.F podcast with Pat.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. And welcome back to the L.I.F podcast with Pat. I'm Patrick Richard, your host, 8-year pro overseas. And today's guest, man, I have, really good friend of mine, man. Used to go to battle against him. And now current, head women's basketball coach at Georgia Southwestern State University. I'd like y'all to welcome Justin Payne, to the podcast. What's up, bro?
What's up, my brother? How you doing?
Good, man. Can't complain. Staying out the way, trying to, stay healthy and, stay out the way with all this crazy mess going on, man. How life treating you, with COVID and all that stuff going on, man?
Man, everything was good, man. We've been, as it kind of dwindled down a little bit, we went to, made a run back to Louisiana when things kind of got settled, but then it picked back up on us.
Yeah.
And it was a blessing, though, man. God works in mysterious ways. My brother ended up getting COVID. And so we was out there in New Orleans being able to take care of him a little bit. He had it bad for a few days. So my wife and I, when I say we, were able to kind of just, go and take care of him and drop some stuff to his doorstep, food, clothes, blankets, whatever he needed,
Yeah.
And so it was a blessing, man. We got to see family, but, he came down with that, man. We was able to kind of take care of him and watch him shake back, before we left back and came back to Georgia. So, man, but other than that, mom and dad's good. My children are good. My wife's good. Yeah, man, everybody's good.
That's good, bro. I'm happy doing good. I know Q, I know Quentin, man. I'm happy doing good. And I know he the type of guy that's going to shake back anyway. I already know.
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
so,
you know him. Stay in the high spirits, man. But shout out my big bro, man.
Yeah, definitely. Shout out, Quentin Payne, man. Yeah, man, just, for the viewers and the people that don't know you and they just might not be familiar with you, man, give them a little background, like where you from. I know it, but, they might not know. So just give them a background, like where you from and just kind of your upbringing a little bit, what I'm saying, before we, go into the next part.
Yeah, man. So, come from Opelousas, Louisiana. Started playing basketball at Opelousas High School. Came up through the ranks, Biddy, everything like that in Opelousas, which a lot of people don't know has crazy amount of talent there. Just not a lot make it out, but they have a crazy amount of talent, just in the whole Acadiana area in St. Andrew Parish. So, went on to play at Nicholls State University in Thibodaux, Louisiana. Played my 4 years there at college athletics, then got into coaching right after I finished playing. Had an opportunity to go overseas. Chose to get into coaching. Thanks to Coach Dunan and Coach Dubonan and Coach Plaisance and Coach Piper, kind of talked me to kind of going the basketball coaching, collegiate coaching route. And it's been, it took off since there, started coaching with Coach Doobie at Nicholls still. Spent about 14 years playing and coaching there. And then got a call to lead Georgia Southwestern State University women's basketball that 14th year. So, man, it's just, that was a short summary, but kind of how I got here,
Yeah, I mean, hey, bro, unbelievable journey, man. Like, so you hit on a lot of points, man, that we gonna cover, man. So, we'll actually bring it back to the beginning. You from Opelousas, small town Louisiana, man. I know, man. I'm from Karen Crow, and like you said, so much talent, bro. It's just, we don't have those same exact opportunities, man, like other places, man, because we know them for either we playing football or then the negative part of it.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
exactly.
Talk a little bit about your high school career a little bit, man, because I know y'all was very successful, at Opelousas and stuff like that.
Yeah, man. So for sure, man. So just going to touch back on what you talked about, just making not a lot of people making it out, the good or the bad and everything like that. Not having those same opportunities. I would be a fool, not to, thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, and then, for blessing me with just such great parents, Man, my mom and dad, they did just about everything they could to make sure I make it. you know what I'm saying, to make sure I had the opportunity to succeed, you know, at another level. You know, my dad started his own AAU organization. You know, since we were young, man, and we just stuck with that and kind of got our name out like that, you know, and kept our group together. And then we went to Opelousas High School, played with a unlimited amount of like great talent, man. Milton Ambrose, when I was a freshman, I mean, look what he's doing, you know, still playing. Then had some run in the D League or G League, and still playing overseas professionally, you know, and just a number of other great guys. My Keenan Lamb is in the White House, working in the White House, man. You know, man, for real, man. Kevin Johnson was my best friend. Dude was a beast, you know. Football and basketball, man. We just Charles Rito, man. I mean, it just goes on and on, man. You know, we had a lot of good talent, you know. And my mom and dad just really, like, you know, just helped me to be able to, you know, bringing me to college coaches, bringing me this way or that way to try to help me get to the next level and everything like that. But yeah, man, so Opelousas High School, man, we had a talented group, made a run in the playoffs almost every year since I was a freshman there. But our senior year, we really took off football and basketball. Football, second round of the playoffs, lost to Salmon. Top 28, we made it there. Lost to Glen Oaks. Rest in peace, Ryan Francis. You know, unbelievable player. Got to go up against that and Troy Cage. We talked about it, went to play at UNLV. You know, unbelievable talent, man, for us to, you know, we ended up losing to that, man, for that to beat us, you know. You know, they went, I think they didn't lose the game that year. So that's what took us out, you know. I tip my hat to them, and, you know, much respect and much love, but that's what it took, you know, to beat our team. You know, we were pretty good.
Yeah, that was like, I mean, in history of Louisiana basketball, that's one of the best high school teams probably ever in the whole history of Louisiana.
Ever.
You know what I'm saying?
Ever.
So that ain't nothing to really, I mean, of course, at the time, you like, man, like, I mean, I'm
you like, man, right,
ring, dog. Like,
right, exactly.
But now, you know, as you older, you think about it, you're like, man, we really, we were some dogs, but it took some dogs to really take us down.
Most definitely.
It took
look, if we still would have had, I don't know if you remember Fred Savoy.
No, I'm not too familiar with him. Mm-hmm.
Okay, like Fred Savoy was a beast, man. We played AAU together. My dad kept us all together. He was a freshman, played at Opelousas High, but he transferred to Southern L.I.F. And him and Matt, they won like 2 or 3 state championships at Southern L.I.F. And if he stays with us, I guarantee you we got I guarantee you we got 2 in the bank at Opelousas High.
Exactly.
Yeah. For real. Boy, was a beast. Hey, Kansas had offered him when he was a freshman, man.
Oh yeah, he definitely was a problem there.
Yeah, he was a dog, man. He was a problem.
Man. So, you know, you play with all them talented guys, man. Y'all make a run at it. You know, you come up short, but y'all, as memories, you'll never forget, man. So, you know, after that, it comes to, you know, selecting, you know, the school to go to. Did you have, I mean, I know you ended up going to Nicholls State, but did you have other opportunities maybe to go somewhere else, or, you know, anything? Just talk about your recruiting a little bit, like kind of how it happened.
Yeah, so man, it's crazy that the position that I'm in right now, because, like, we didn't really know, like, I didn't really know at the time I needed this ACT score or that, or what to do to be eligible. That's part of the process of, like, how we're talking about where we come from of making it out. I didn't know that. I didn't really take, like, at the time, I didn't really take my testing serious enough to be like, okay, this is live or die, you know, basically to get that offer or whatever, you know, to become eligible, you know. So I finally ended up getting a score that I needed kind of early summer. As you know, as we all know now, you know, you gotta have that thing by, you know, you gotta have it at least junior year, you know, where they can feel comfortable offering you and everything like that. But I still had some people, man, knocking on my door, man. Northwestern State, Colorado State that came by, Southern Illinois, different things like that. ULL had offered me some opportunities to walk on and different things like that. But a lot of people don't know, man, I started at Nicholls as a walk-on, man.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah. I started as a walk-on, man. I was talking to my dad about this just the other day. Like, even though I went there as a walk-on, and again, all because of, like, my parents, man. My parents drove me up there with Coach Todd Russ, who's now at New Iberia.
Mm-hmm.
You know, big time, like Todd Russ, great people, man, big time guy. You know, so but drove out there, man, had a great conversation with him. He loved the way I played. Coach Piper ended up loving what I could bring to the team and different things like that. So they accepted me as a walk-on. But man, it was a long road, man. Like, I never just looked at myself as a walk-on, though. I always felt like when I went there, I'm like, man, there's nothing. I'm really a scholarship guy in my heart at heart.
Yes,
like, I feel like, you know, like I'm really that. I never felt no type of way, like a walk-on, you know. And I think that's a big thing. Like, you can't feel like that. You know, you gotta have that confidence in your game. You know, to be like, man, and I really felt that way. Like, nobody was better than me. You know? even as a walk-on, I'm like, I was truly confident. You know. Yeah. Now I had to humble myself a little bit my freshman year. I got that a lot. But I feel like that confidence, you know, is what made me a 3-year starter coming in as a walk-on. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
you know,
that's crazy. All these years I knew you, man. I never knew that, and that's an interesting story, background story for you, because I mean it all come full circle to now, like, you coaching.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, I know, like, we played against each other. It was 1 year. Yeah. And when I went to McNeese, but you know, you finished at Nicholls. To me, you had a great career, man. Especially you said you was a walk-on. You 3-year starter.
3-year starter,
successful,
man.
You know, did amazing. And you mentioned
top 10 in assists, baby.
Yeah, but hey, you. Hey, so you like you said, man, you had some opportunities, you know, to continue to play. So what came with that decision to not, you know, take those opportunities and then go straight into coaching? And then, I mean, did you go straight into women's basketball, or you went straight into that?
Yeah. So this is what happened. So I had an opportunity to go overseas, and I just was like, I'm a homebody, man. So I just was really, really unsure at the time. Like, do I really want to go overseas or anything like that? It was the same thing with college. Like, it was like, do I want to go take a chance somewhere like out of state, Louisiana? Man, when I went to Thibodeau, 2.5 hours or 2 hours
it ain't nothing.
was like hard for me. Yeah, but it wasn't nothing. But it was hard for me.
What?
It was hard for me, man.
Oh, man.
Yeah, bro. It was hard for me because I love my city. I love Opelousas. I love what we had that much. You know, my family, my upbringing, man. And I just felt like I was on my own. Mm-hmm. But that all played a part of me, you know, growing up and everything like that and maturing. But Coach Piper had actually offered me a graduate assistant spot on the men's side. Mm-hmm. So at the time I was like, no, I think I'm going to just go overseas. Man, by the time I called him back, he said, it took me like some weeks, I think a month maybe, to try to make my decision on it. And while I'm working out and different things like that. So I called him like, Coach, yeah, I want to come and coach with you. You know what I'm saying? I want to be here. Mm-hmm. He said, man, I just filled my position with the guy who's actually now the compliance guy at Nicholls. It was him. So he's like, I just filled my spot up. I'm like, oh, okay. I was like, well, no worries. I'll just either go there. But he said, hold on. Coach Doobie just recently, like, I don't know if she let go of all her staff or like had a spot pretty much opening up for the whole staff, like mm-hmm. everybody on the women's side. Yeah. It was after her first year, and she was really trying to get that program going, you know. And Coach Piper and Coach Dubonan brought me to introduce me with Coach Doobie. I told him, let's give women's basketball a chance, you know, Mm-hmm. It's at Nicholls, you know, I'm comfortable in Thibodeau, different things like that. So I go and meet with her, and man, it was heaven sent, man. We hit it off. I could see like the passion and the grind that it just was embodied her. And then most importantly, like just the way she felt, you know, about the Lord Jesus Christ, you know, that was her number one, you know, so that was like, oh man, like we gonna hit it off, you know.
Yeah.
And we hit it off. Her passion, we're just alike. Like she's got that type of fire as a woman, you know. She has that type of fire. Like I used to tell her all the time, you can coach men with that passion and that fire she has. You know, she can coach on any, like it doesn't matter. Men, women, it doesn't matter. You know, we meet those people, you know, it don't matter what gender you are, you just can do the job, you know. So I was blessed to be under her for you know, for 10 years. And then she brought me up in the ranks, GA to assistant to her assistant head coach, all in that matter of like 10 years. And we took a program that was 2-28 to the first conference championship in school's history, man.
Man, that's, bro, unbelievable, man.
And we played against some dogs like your wife. Your wife was a monster.
Hey, I know, man. She don't talk about it a lot no more because she like way past it, man. But I told her, I said, man, girl, you can hoop. Y'all was good.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, for sure. They was nice.
But man, you in the 10 years you was there, man, y'all, like you said, y'all won the conference championship and y'all went to the school's first NCAA tournament ever.
Yeah.
So
ever.
Talk about that. Like how did that feel, man? Because I know like as a player, that's always something that you want to do, you know, and you weren't able to do it whenever you played. I know I wasn't either, you know what I'm saying? And that's something I always think about, man. Even now that I'm playing professional, I'm like, man, that's one thing I wish I could have accomplished, because that's a hard thing to do.
It's hard.
In the mid-major conferences, man, it's one bid, man.
Yeah,
so,
without a doubt. Without a doubt.
Conference tournament. So y'all was able to accomplish that.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about that, you know, how was that feeling? And you was a coach doing it.
Yeah. So, man, that's one of the things that always kept me striving and kept me driven. I told you, God works in mysterious ways. Us falling short at the top 28, I carried that with me. I left that chip on my shoulder. I carried that with me. Me falling short as a player, losing a UTSA in the semis right before the finals my senior year. You know, we were picked to win the league. Wasn't picked to win the league, but once we got, I think we were either tied with SFA. SFA won the tiebreaker over us. Back then, they wasn't given the tiebreaker deal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So SFA was one, had the 1 seed, we had the 2 seed. Mm-hmm. So I mean, we were picked to be in that dance, you know, with SFA. So we ended up getting upset by UTSA, who was led by Devin Gibson at the time. Shout out to my brother Devin Gibson.
Hey, not to cut you off, bro. He got me too, dog.
Hey.
We was the number 1 seed, man, my junior year, and this dude, UTSA, the same team, upset us in the championship game. They went to the tournament, bro. It was like
went to the tournament that year.
Unbelievable, man.
Yeah,
keep going.
Yeah, he was a beast, man. We had good talent in that Southland, man.
Mm-hmm. You had to come to play.
Yeah, you had to come to play each night, man. Each night. Yeah. But yeah, man. So those are the things that just, you know, I just kept on my back, man. And as a coach, I always, like, as a player, I told the fans at Nicholls, basketball fans, that like I'm gonna bring a championship to Nicholls. I'm gonna help bring a championship to Nicholls some way or another. Mm-hmm. You know, and that kept me going as a coach. And like I was just driven, man. Like I don't care what it was. Like I'll do whatever we have to do to get this championship. And you know, I didn't care about how hard it would take. Whatever we needed to do it. And to get that ring, man, and get to the dance. And you know, God blessed us, man. We actually won the league as a 4 seed. Mm-hmm. So I mean, it's tough now because you see how they do the seeding now.
Yeah, it's different.
1 and 2 automatically in the semifinals.
Yeah, like, man, I wish it was like that, man. Yeah. Play all these games, bro. Like,
you know what I'm saying?
Out,
yeah. So we went as a 4 seed. So we had 1 bye, and we beat the number 1 seed. Well, we beat I think it was the 7 seed. Then we had to play the 1 seed, and then we beat the 2 seed. Mm-hmm. So in the finals. So man, when I tell you it was a run, man. One I'll never forget, man. God is good, man. God is good. That was a run, man. Our kids, though, man, we had some special kids, man. they just would not give in. Like they just weren't gonna be beat.
They bought in, man, to you know, like you said, what Coach plays on. She built that culture. You came along, you helped, you know, continue to grow the culture the way that she wanted it to be.
Yeah.
It ended up coming off at the end, you know, y'all was on the top. So I mean,
yeah, most definitely.
That's a testament, man, to like, I mean, kids could take, you know, from that, man. It's all about work and all about, if you don't put the work in, man, you can't expect the results. That's just what it is.
Not at all. That's it. That's it.
I always tell kids, it's not no little potion. It's not a special formula you could just draw up. It's basically you got to put the work in and buy in, and I'm telling you, it's all going to, you know, work itself out at the end. So
and that's it, man. Because it's like we didn't have, like, when you think about the kids that we have, or where I'm a walk-on, man. I come from wherever. I'm a nobody, man. You know what I'm saying? That's trying to be a somebody, you know?
Yeah.
So, you know, I work my way up, you know, and just believe in God that, you know, it's going to get done. We got some kids that were the same way. None of these kids were getting offers from, like, wherever. Like, our top player at the time, we won Southland Conference Player of the Year, Louisiana Player of the Year, Cassidy Barrios. She had one D1 offer from us. You know what I'm saying? But she worked, like, the kid worked like I've never seen anybody work before. Like, it was, like, when I tell you the kid lived in the gym.
And the results showed, man.
Exactly. So when you thinking, you seeing those shots go down and you like, how's she making that? Oh, she done made that. She done did that plenty of times. Like, I done seen it. I wasn't surprised, you know? So it's like, kid done putting the work, you know? And it wasn't just her, you know, the whole, like, we had a special team, man, you know? And those kids they refused to lose. And, you know, we had a great staff that, you know, we were able to, you know, all things wasn't perfect, but we were able to hash out things and, you know, and discuss things. Things got a little heated, but we still were able to discuss things. And, you know, at the end of the day, when we went out on the court, we was all on one accord, you know? So I think that's huge too, you know, for, you know, people to be able to listen and hear, you know, and not take things personal and, you know, are able to, boom, okay, all right, now let's go and do this, you know?
Yeah,
and we all together, you know what I'm saying? So it's huge in coaching and different things like that. So,
man, that's huge, man. I was, when y'all did it, bro, I was so happy for you, bro. I'm like,
oh man, look,
I knew it.
Bro, I cried so much, man. Look,
like a baby, boy.
My son had just we had just had my son in January. So I had missed a game or something during the year, an important game. Like, people don't know that year, I think in conference, we started out like 1-4. Like, and we were struggling. And like, we just came together, man. We had a meeting, coaches meeting, team meeting, and we were like, okay, whatever we need to do to fix this, like, we got to fix it. We got to wait. We got too much talent. Like, this is the year. We're going to fix it, you know? And right after that, man, we went on the longest, I think we still got the winning streak, the longest winning streak in program's history. Like, we won like the last 13 out of 14 games.
Man. You see, you got hot at the right time, man. That's good.
Exactly.
That's exactly.
Exactly. And the team that we lost to was Mississippi State in the tournament.
Yeah, and that ain't no, they was loaded. I know it.
Yeah.
I know you, boy. But man, you did a heck of a job, man, over there. Like you said, the program just, you know, started from only like 2 wins, man, and then all of a sudden, you know, y'all end up becoming champions, and then, you know, you this new opportunity presents itself for you.
Yeah.
Where you are now, you know, currently, you know, the head coach of Georgia Southwestern State University.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about how that just kind of came about, man. And I mean, that's a blessing, man, that you got that job. And now, you know, talk a little bit about what you're trying to instill, you know, into that program and trying to build that program up. You know what I'm saying? From, you know, I'm not really familiar with them, but, you know, building it up, man, because I followed your first season and I saw the strides made during the season. I saw it from the beginning to the end. So just talk a little bit about, you know, that coming about.
So most definitely, man. So it came about, man. Again, we had a great career, thank God. You know, at Nicholls, man, it was blessed with the opportunity. You know, once you're in this game, you know, they tell you, you know, you need to network and you meet different people. Well, I was fortunate enough to, you know, meet the right people and and we share, different things, and you get to know people, and they move on, and they get in higher positions and everything like that, and then boom, you network, and guess what? You didn't know this, but they were taking notes on you the first time you met them. You don't know how it goes. So it's always, my dad always told me, you're a walking business, so that's you, so
yeah.
you need to be your best self, at all times, and just be yourself though, but at all times. And I was thankful, man, that they came calling me, and I was again blessed with an unbelievable opportunity to lead this program. Division II, but a lot of people don't know we're known for one of the toughest D2 conferences in the nation. So it's really, really tough to win here. I mean, the top school, the team that won the league this year, Lander, they beat Clemson, so.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it's a tough league, man. So much so to, if you like the top 3 or 4 teams in our league, like, you're most likely going to get in the NCAA tournament, so that's how tough our league is. Again, blessed with the opportunity to come and lead the program, man. And, there was a lot of things that they told me coming in about the program, that was, one of the things they never really had won before, and that didn't scare me, because I know at Nicholls, I played at Nicholls, and I saw what the women's program was.
Firsthand, yeah, exactly.
Firsthand. So I know, I'm like, okay, this is a good spot. As long as it's like a family atmosphere, you got great people involved, we can build this thing. And that's exactly what they had here, man, led by my guy, Dr. Weaver, and our athletic director, Mike Leader. I mean, great, phenomenal people, so they have that family atmosphere here. And, it's the vibe of the whole campus, and the culture that they have instilled. It's like, okay, it's time for them to come up and win. And they brought me in, like I told them, I was like, we're going to win here. We're going to win here. And it's just about getting, the family atmosphere, good kids, man, student athletes that are willing to work hard, that we talked about. That's in my fiber, and my DNA is hard work. And those are the kids that I want to recruit, who want to succeed in the classroom and out and on the court, and also in the community, So those are things that we're looking for. And, I knew once we could get that, that we can build. But based on this first year, with what we had, we had to make some adjustments throughout the year, which was some tough adjustments from my end, being an assistant to head coach now, and having to make those tough decisions were really hard for me, in year one. And but you got to make those tough calls, and I did it through prayer first and foremost. And when it came down to make those tough decisions, I had to remember, about the betterment of the program and my family as well. And, we made those decisions, and we were able to, at the end of the year, win the most conference games in a row in school's history already. So, we just taking off. It's year one. We got a slew of kids coming in for this next year, and that are ready to work hard, and they know now, this is what I expect,
Yeah, exactly.
On and off the court and in the community, So, I mean, I'm excited about year two. Obviously, we got some obstacles, with COVID that we got.
Yeah, man.
That we want everybody to stay safe first, but
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like you said with COVID, man, it's a lot of things are just up in the air. I mean, even with me, trying to go and play overseas, man, is
yeah, for sure.
A lot of stuff is up and down, man. But I follow your work, and I follow what you've been doing, man. And man, I'm so happy for you and proud to say, I know you, because I know how you played, bro. You was just tenacious, just tough. And I know you brought that over to the coaching ranks.
Yeah.
And now, you have a team that you can call your team. This is your program.
Yeah.
So you're just trying to lay the foundation. I know exactly what you're doing, and you're gonna do great. I know. I don't have no doubt in my mind about it.
I appreciate that, my brother, man. I tell you what, man, it's a difference though. A lot of people told me like, okay, it's a difference from taking that next seat over. And there's a difference, but man, I can't lie to you, man. It's been fun. It's been fun. Ups and the downs. It's been fun. I've been having fun, man. It's because I've been waiting, for this opportunity, man. And like, it's been fun. Like I'm ready for it, man. I can't wait till all this is over so that we can get back to it, man. Get back to work, and I'm just excited, man. Just excited just about what we're building, and what's to come. God spare,
Yeah, God spare for sure, man. It's gonna work itself out. Like I said,
Sure.
Man. I mean, bro, like that's pretty much it, man. I really appreciate you coming through, dog. Like. Just coming through, sharing your story, sharing your journey. I hope it's a motivation to people, man. Anything is possible, man. You put your mind to it and anything is possible. You keep God first or whatever you believe in, man. You keep that first and just, it's all going to work itself out, man, in due time.
Yeah, in due time. For sure, my brother, man. Shout out to you, man, for doing this podcast, man. This is great, man. Gives a platform for us, but to reach out to the whoever's gonna be the next Patrick Richard or the next Justin Payne, from our communities, for them to have somebody to look up to. Maybe this could reach them, and they can see, hey, okay, they might not have known I was a walk-on, like I can make it, I can make it even as a walk-on. You just got to have that confidence, and like you said, hard work, man. You just got to put in that work. That's the only way that's the only way I know how to tell them, man. You just got to work hard, man. Work hard. If you want it, like research it, study it, like make sure you want it, man. Just show that you want this, hard work and dedication. That's
what's gonna take you there. So like I said, bro, I appreciate it again, man. And I end my show like this, man. I basically be like, let's just let it fly, and I want you to give me a let it fly, bro.
A let it fly. So what we do? We just say, let it fly?
Yeah, let it fly. That's how we're going to end it.
Hey, true, man. You was like Kobe, so let it fly, baby.
Hey, appreciate it, man. Hey, wish you the best, man, and wish the family, health and the best, and stay safe, bro.
Hey, look, before we go, man, shout out to you and your family, man. 2 girls and everything like that, but congrats on the new baby boy, man. Congrats, my brother. Hey, look, from my heart, man, I love you guys and wish y'all a safe and healthy pregnancy. And, man, I'm glad you got your baby boy, man.
Yes, indeed, bro. Hey, appreciate it. Love y'all too, man. And like I said, man, take care, bro, and stay healthy, all right?
For sure, my brother. You too. God bless.
Man. God bless. Yes. Appreciate it.
You're listening to the L.I.F. podcast